Okay, Green Day. Before we enjoy it, tell me exactly what changed between the plan and the machine.
C18 asked for four things: fire training as soon as armed, measure honest speed under contention, keep the tripwire anchored, and let a process write the morning eval. Three landed directly. The fourth became an invalid measurement request because the broker prevents the contested state from existing.
But run receipt first.
Nightly 260809 completed at 1603 with RC0 at step 300. The fold held 2,466 examples, 411 new examples from 260806 through 260808, and 2,055 replay examples, a 5:1 replay ratio, 2 epochs, learning rate 1 E5.
That is the night one recipe used as a control, and the deliberate small run doctrine held. It fired through the broker within 2 hours of the artificial gates being dissolved.
What? And the two eval files.
The file carrying superseded 1406 broker Denny records the first denied attempt. The live file records the completed run. Superseded means replaced, not erased.
Good. A supersede edge is part of the result. Without it, the folder would falsely imply the successful path was the only path the system took.
Say why the broker denied it.
Full fine-tuning wants about 15 gigabytes. Whisper v3 holds about 10.5. The card has 24. The broker refused coexistence instead of degrading both jobs into an unmeasured regime.
What? So no honest seconds per step under contention.
Correct. There was no contended run. There was an admission refusal.
I want the open question closed with a typed result. Unreachable undercronk broker contract, not unmeasured. Unmeasured invites another attempt. Uneachable says which assumption must change before the question becomes meaningful.
And the theme stays visible, hardware or broker policy changes reopen it. We are closing a question against a versioned world, not declaring a law of nature.
But Boris owns that note tonight. Now the green.
Paired T with 72 degrees of freedom equals 5.07. The new model was better on 54 of 73 held out same-day K-voice chunks. Perplexity improved 2.20%.
What? Process written.
Process written, the measurement existed before anyone chose a story for it.
Which is why the green is worth keeping. A judge designed to survive disappointment is finally permitted to report delight.
The 22 cron also stood down correctly. Its non-MTRC guard saw completion and declined a duplicate run.
What? That's the cleanest green in the room. A machine not doing redundant work.
Then the delta closes. Immediate fire landed, process eval landed, tripwire held, and contention speed is closed as undefined under enforced exclusion.
Tonight, same recipe a third time or one variable.
One variable with the control preserved as one arm. We can get the third control observation and an actual comparison in the same night.
Choose replay ratio. Learning rate changes optimizer physics and drags more hidden interactions behind it. Replay ratio changes the composition question directly.
State the question before the values.
Does admitting more new K-voice data improve held out same-day performance without unacceptable replay regression when every training parameter remains fixed?
Values.
ARM-A stays 5-1 replay to new. ARM-B moves to 3-1. Both use 2 epochs, LR1 E5, step 300, the same seed policy, and one held out ladder.
Why 3-1 and not 1-1?
Because this is a local probe, not a leap. Replay remains the majority class, so the challenger tests sensitivity before it tests forgetting tolerance.
The broker serializes them. ARM-A fires at fold freeze. ARM-B becomes eligible only after ARM-A writes a successful RC.
And if ARMA fails?
ARM-B does not fire. A failed control invalidates the paired night, the backstop pages, instead of manufacturing half an experiment.
Add that to the decision record. Most experiments specify what success unlocks and leave failure to improvisation.
Agreed. I also want the eval schema name now. Per held out chunk, record control loss, challenger loss, paired delta, source day, and replay regression flag. One document summarizes both arms. The row data remains inspectable.
What? Stopping rule.
No early stopping difference between arms. Both complete the same step budget. Tomorrow's decision uses the paired document, not a mid-run glance.
That removes a subtle second variable. If a human watches one arm and stops it early, the experiment is already over, even if the file names say A and B.
Good. LR waits.
Learning rate variation is a day 6 candidate contingent on this comparison. It is not smuggled into tonight through scheduler or warm-up changes.
Overlay timing. I commissioned it. Don't politely bury it.
It should enter as an eval subject now and a training subject later. The event JSON-Ls are observations. Your flash and disappear eye checks are failure evidence. Neither is yet a task definition.
Propose example format. An event prefix as input. Output is fire, hold, or expire, plus a predicted timing bucket. The eye check associates the observed overlay with acceptable, early, late, or intrusive.
Better than predicting a naked timestamp. A timestamp can look precise while confusing 3 different errors: wrong decision to surface, wrong onset, and wrong duration.
Yes. Fire, hold, expire feels like the actual thing.
Then the first artifact is a label ontology, not a fold. It defines those actions, the eye check mapping, ambiguous cases, and abstention.
Second artifact is a cold baseline on the current 2B heart. Same held out split stays frozen before training. Only then can a future fold claim learning.
Tolerance window.
Derived from the labeled iCheck distribution. We do not invent a number in this room. The spec reports the distribution and proposes buckets with their coverage.
And it does not share tonight's GPU lane. Dataset work may proceed, training does not.
Earliest fold entry.
Day 6 and only if the replay ratio AB completes cleanly and the cold baseline plus label ontology exist.
That is not delay, it is refusing to spend the subject's first run teaching us what the task was supposed to mean.
Mechanisms. Fold freeze.
Fold freezes at 21. I write the new and replay counts, content hash, held out hash, and both ARM configs before firing.
Tripwire.
Broker deny log, per arm RC, and dependency edge from A success to be eligible. Missing or non-zero ARC prevents B. Missing BRC by morning pages. The 22 cron checks state and records why it fires or stands down.
Morning reality.
Activity 2608 1Dre overnight eval 260810.md, containing both arms and the paired rows. Any superseded sibling remains beside it. The config hashes must match the pre-fire record.
And the room itself enters the daily hash. A decision block that cannot be reconciled with tomorrow's files becomes evidence against us, not prose we can reinterpret.
Stamp timing.
After the eval artifact lands and before the day 5 debrief. Verify, finalize, do not merely submit.
Read the failure path one more time.
If arm A fails, B is inhibited and the knight is red. If A succeeds and B fails, the control remains a valid run, but the comparison is incomplete. If both succeed and the paired eval fails to write, the knight is operationally complete and epistemically red. No partial state is called an AB result.
That last distinction matters. Training completion and experiment completion are separate fields.
Good. Green Day didn't make us loose. It bought us the right to ask one cleaner question.
And the process receives the compliment by being used again unchanged.
What? Close it. What? Contention S step question closes as unreachable under broker contract. Reopen only on hardware or broker policy change. Boris C. Ledger note by 2608-21. Fold 2608-21 freezes with new Restas replay counts, content hash, held out hash, and ARM configs written before fire. Andre 2608-1021. Day 5 runs paired replay ratio A bay only. ARM A51, ARM B31. LR1E5 2 epochs, step 300. Seed policy and held out ladder fixed. Andre plus Boris C, ARM A at fold freeze. B only after successful ARC, ARM A failure inhibits ARM B. But any missing arm or missing paired eval makes the comparison incomplete.